better not be the one to doubt us. 'Cause we've been putting in the hours. We only taking what was ours. So you better not be the one to doubt us. 'Cause we gon' blow your mind. We gon' blow your mind. We gon' blow your mind. Okay, whoa, whoa, whoa. We've been on the road from the go. Hit my blow. You know we've been down for too long to give up. Can't go. I need all pesos. Want it all. Case closed. I go balls to the wall. Can't hold to the ball game over. These boys can't hold me. You boys can't hold us. I told you.
I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports.
Yeah.
Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Chiefs going up against the Buccaneers. With that, let's get out to Ray J, Raymond James Stadium, Brandon Gaudin, and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. With the distinctive pirate ship in the north end zone, we can only be in one place, and that's Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Charles, the lone setback. They're going to give it to him running right. And he's not going anywhere to start tonight. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. And a look at this offensive unit now, and you see who we have highlighted, partner.
Jamaal Charles, one of the most exciting, productive running backs in the NFL.
Play fake for Charles. Now Smith. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Maclin. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they show to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
On the defensive side of the football for the Bucs, here's the lineup. You know, you look at last year, 2016, 23 points a game, right in the middle of the league, but improved, I think. How do they look going forward?
Well, they did improve, and they improved throughout the second half of the year. They focused on communication. They cut down some of the stuff they were doing defensively, made it simpler, and they played a lot faster. And look, Gerald McCoy is a terrific player on the defensive line. You got linebackers that can run in Levante David and Quan Alexander. And I thought that Keith Tandy really emerged as a safety for them down the stretch and made some big-time plays.
The first down carry here for Charles. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. They'll try the air now with Smith. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle.
There are certain words that sometimes we overuse, but there's one that's really welcome on a player's resume, and that's the word breakout. And I thought Travis Kelce was one of the breakout stars of 2016 in the NFL. What a season he had with Kansas City.
Over 1,100 yards. Now, to put that into perspective with everybody else that was catching the football for them, the next closest had 593 for the Chiefs. So, breakout year indeed.
And for me, it's how he did it, because he did it in a variety of ways. Whether he's an inline tight end, a guy who could split out and really become a wide receiver, and then when he caught the ball, he ran like he was a running back.
They go back to the ground now with Charles. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to have a third down.
Gerald McCoy is so slippery and elusive in the interior of the defense. I don't care who has the assignment to block him. It usually ends up having to take at least two, and most of the time, that's not enough either. Witness that tackle for loss.
Back to throw, Smith. And this is caught, Jeremy Maclin. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll let Charles try and get him in. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And frankly, Brennan, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
Another shot here for Charles. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll try and get it home with Sherman, the fullback. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Anthony Sherman taking it in. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Doug Martin. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They've got a second down at 5 here to start things out. Again, it's Martin. And some room to work. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Defense showing blitz. first down. Here's the run with Martin. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Well, from the safety of our booth, I think it's okay after that run that I call him still the name that maybe he's not too crazy about, the muscle hamster.
Yeah, his teammates at Boise State called him that. He doesn't like that, though.
He hates that name.
He told us he prefers, and he told the world he prefers Juggernaut.
It's always tough when you come up with your own nickname.
It doesn't stick.
I hope it works for him, but I have my doubt.
We're going muscle hamster here in the booth.
A monster 2016 for Mike Evans. His Buccaneers didn't make the playoffs, but wasn't because of his production. Led the league in targets and was in the top 5 in many other receiving categories. What a big-time year for him.
Fourth in yards, second in touchdowns, just outside of the top 5, sixth in catches. So he's going to be a handful for teams in the future. I mean, he's got a long career ahead of him.
A long career ahead of him, and look for him to increase his yards after catch as he moves forward in his career.
Jameis now on first down. Jackson's got it over the middle. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. On second down, Martin looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
And Winston lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Well, their offense has struggled for sure, but they get the field goal here and at least get on the board before half.
And that's not something we should underestimate because just getting points on the board can sometimes have a settling effect on a team.
That bend but don't break, D. You feel me? Bend but don't break.
Roberto Aguayo following the made field goal, set now to kick this one away. Tyreek Hill on the return. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he is going to lose yardage here. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Here's Smith. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Maclin. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Hey, the defense is in this game as well. They wanted to make it a tough third down. They were able to do so on that last play, preventing a big gain.
To throw is Smith, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on third down. Smith. And he's got his man. That's Maclin. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Now a first down, and he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Lavonte David coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On second down, here's Smith. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Third and long, it's Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
So on fourth down, Dustin Colquitt to punt for KC. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. So the ball switches back over to Tampa Bay, and as they get set in place on offense, Charles, talk about the running game and the O-line, where they stack up going in next year, because Doug Martin was only active for 8 games this last season. Rushing total dropped down to 400 yards, basically.
Yeah, they were fortunate they picked up Jaquiz Rogers during the year, and he gave them some
had Tyreek Hill wide open 3 times in a row. They wouldn't let me throw it.
Some good building blocks. Left tackle Donovan Smith, guard Ali Marpet. Great places
but okay, it ain't over with yet. He might give it back. Let's go.
Offensive line, because that will help whoever becomes their primary ball carrier.
And on a different topic, don't forget, yes, we had the Super Bowl, also had the Madden Bowl leading up to the big game. Eric Berry, second year in a row, won that, beating Dak Prescott.
And those guys are really, really competitive in playing those games. So don't think that Eric Berry didn't really enjoy it. But in the, what do they call it, the Madden Major Series?
I call it the non-athlete series.
Well, not athlete, but way more competitive even than the players playing. How about that championship?
Yeah, Chris W. McFarland beating Eric Problem Wright took home his share of almost $250,000. And by the way, online qualifying now open for the Madden Challenge, the third event of the Madden 17 Championship Series. Should be a lot of fun.
We need to start working on our games. I heard that purse, $250,000.
Your ears perked up.
Yeah, definitely. Let's get to work.
First down, Winston. Over the middle to Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. One receiver to the left is Evans. They go play action here on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
I figured let me beat that medium up and see what we're going to do about that.
After the interception, here's Smith. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
On 2nd and 10, Smith. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They come out here in the eye. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They come up in an offset eye. They run again on first down. Martin. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Second down following the run. And a 10th carry here for Martin. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
When I watch plays like that, I give a lot of thanks that my DNA did not make me an offensive tackle, because that is a very difficult job, to hold your block against a really good defensive end and hang on to it so your runner can get to the edge and do it without holding. I don't know that that's really possible for very many people.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Now Winston on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Hey, we got a second here overlooked by the Super Bowl. Some of the awards given out. Matt Ryan, obviously the MVP, but interesting to see Dak and Zeke finish 1-2 in Rookie of the Year, and you expected that.
Yeah, we expect that. Offensive Rookie of the Year, but I loved how Dak handled it. Said he wished he had a knife so he could split it in half so both could have it. And Joey Bosa was the Defensive Rookie of the Year.
And then Man of the Year, that was split between Larry Fitzgerald and Eli Manning.
Yes, and both of them well-deserved it. I mean, it's fantastic to see both of them on the stage getting that award, and the league loves to acknowledge the Man of the Year because it's not just about what you're doing on the football field, what you're doing in the community, how you're making this place a much better world.
From the gun on third down, Smith. They complete it to Hill. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 55 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
I think if you poll defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on fourth down. Turned it over. Gave a great field position. Turned it to 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Now a second down throw for Winston. They set up the screen to Martin. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Nigga right there. Give me the fucking
They've gone backwards so far in this series. 3rd and 13. Third and long for Winston. And this is caught by Jackson. 18 yards there and a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Mike Evans, the one he was looking for, and it's third down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on third down.
Pass situation.
Winston from the gun on. And Winston lost the football. The big fella. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again.
Yeah, dude, got to quit pretty soon.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. That's what they've done all game long.
Yeah, they're going to quit pretty soon here.
And it's 21-3. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They start the drive with Martin. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They run it again with Martin. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. One receiver to the left is Evans. Now Jameis on 2nd down. And this is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Doug Martin. 3rd down here.
Very difficult night for the guys on offense. They've got to be looking at each other in the huddle and on the sidelines. How are we going to find some open space to complete a pass and find open room to run? This defense all night long has squeezed down the passing lanes, made plays on the football. It's really been a thing of beauty for them. He's got to figure all day long prepping for the game. They had to have talked about it again and again. Squeeze passing lanes, and we'll be in great shape.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. And it is incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And the Chiefs...
Quit, man. Don't quit.
Will have the football back in excellent field position. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. Charles the low set back. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, we're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Maclin. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20.
And they just hit another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out. It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Here's Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And he's brought down after a good gain. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They come out here in the eye. They run it. It's Charles. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Jamal Charles taking it in. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick.
Shit for the hell of it, you know what I'm saying? Just because it was slow.
And help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And on this challenge, the refs have to take a peek and see whether or not the receiver was able to dot the I with both feet.
While making sure that he possesses the football all the way through the catch.
Jameis now on first down. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
No, they could have gave me that.
A second down throw for Winston.
Fumble, man.
As he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Winston now. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Jameis to throw it. Right side caught by Jackson. That one good for 14 yards. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
The target that time was Vincent Jackson. That'll bring up 2nd down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On 2nd down, Winston again. Jackson's got it over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Again, it's Winston. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Winston. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
This nigga tried to quit before he called a timeout. Let's go, man. Oh, you bitch ass nigga. Good game, y'all. See how I do, huh? Gonna take my victory. Kept him out the end zone.
You're a crack at dawn, Monday morning coffee, strong pouring everything